Today we're out with Scott Malcolm and also Mr. Elliott out there, Britain Wynyard. We're hoping to get amongst the workups and catch some fish. What sort of way are we going to actually catch them, Scott?
We're going to use the new Daiwa slow knuckle jig, which is the sort of latest craze out of Japan. So we're going to go give them a whirl today and see if we can catch a few fish on them. We'll show you how to fish with them, show you a few different techniques, and yeah, hopefully we'll nail it.
What makes them so different, mate?
So what they are, they're symmetrical on one side, and when they're basically going down through the water column, they're fluttering.
Yep.
They're looking like a wounded bait fish, and again, when you're working them back up, they've just got an awesome fluttering motion that the fish can't resist.
What's this process of slow jigging, mate? Like, what do you do when you're using these lures? How do you work them?
So we'll run through the whole sort of system. So this is your jig here. You're running from your jig, you're running a 20-pound fluorocarbon leader onto your braided main line. Sort of around 10 pounds seems about the right sort of weight. The importance with braid is, so when you're fishing in your deeper water, 30-40 metres, you still get the action out of the jig because the braid's non-stretch. We've got a bit more breeze now, so I've opted for a heavier weight, a 60-gram jig. We've got the sea anchor to slow the drift as well. It's really important when fishing these jigs just to get them working vertically, just to get the best action, because they really work when they're fluttering straight up and down. So again, because there's a bit of wind, we're just going to cast up in front of the drift. We're going to let that sink down, so by the time we get it vertical, the jig's going to be somewhere near the bottom. It pays if you're fishing with spin to keep in touch as well, spin or overhead, because you do get a lot of bites on the way down.
How do you tell when you get bites on the way down, Scott?
So essentially you're just going to feel bang, bang, bang of the fish through the braid, or it's just going to stop when it's nowhere near the bottom, and in that case you're going to flick the bail arm over and you're going to be into a fish.
I find you quite often, if you're watching your line all the way down, it twitches and jerks and sometimes shoots away.
Quite correct.
So that's a good thing to look out for too, isn't it?
Exactly right.
Okay, and now what are you doing with your rod here?
So what we're doing is we've got the line
to the
nice
bottom,
and vertical. We're doing a big lift up, and then we're following the jig down. So basically you can feel the jig come up, and then you're following the flutter back down quite often.
I'll just get back a bit. Cool. Why do you do it that big?
Just to really accentuate the action of the jig and just get it working in the best possible fashion.
Do you go different speeds sometimes?
You can, so that's one technique. Pays to always keep in touch with the bottom. You can also do a little slow mechanical short sharp jerk just to get the jig really fizzing as well.
What do you find usually works with snapper though? What's the best technique for that, do you reckon,
personally,
overall?
I've found that lifting the rod nice and high and then following it back down, and then you quite often get the fish hit on the way back down.
Yep. Which is funny because I've been getting all mine just with little gentle uplifts in a series of 2 or 3 going up, so it just shows you there's all these different ways of doing it.
Yeah, even like you say, just a little slow bounce up and down and letting it back down to the bottom. But again, we're starting to get a stage now where the angle's probably a bit too great, and we want to start again.
Okay, that sounds good.
So at that point you'll wind back up and start the process again.
And sometimes we get them on the way back up as well, don't we? Like we hooked probably some really big carway and probably what was a nice kingfish.
Yeah, exactly.
So these things do work all the way up as well. And in fact, you can work the whole column by just keeping on working that mechanical jig or slow lift some lines on the way up. So it's not just about snapper fishing. How did you hook this one, mate?
Basically just dropping it to the bottom, keeping in touch with the jig, and then as soon as it hit the bottom, the fish had basically been chasing it down, so it was straight onto it.
Oh, cool. And what colour's been working for you this time?
Green and gold.
Yep.
So there's
and what weight?
That's a little 60 gram.
Oh, nice.
So there's a lot of yellowtail out in the harbour, and they're spawning at the moment too, so match the hatch. Green and gold's a good colour.
We've just hooked a small snapper here, mate. Nothing too big, just a small one on the new Daiwa Saltiga knuckles. Well, this is a very capable reel that I got here. It's the new Lexa 3.
Shall we look at it?
New Lexa 300.
Yeah, very smooth action, I noticed.
Very smooth.
Pedal handle.
Power handle, actually, mate.
Oh, and look, and here we go. And here, Rod Holder sorted you out, did he?
He did, he's a good mate of mine.
Yeah. And what's this one, mate? What was that technique?
Letting Roddy do all the work for you. He's a great fisherman.
It's the Daiwa Saltiga slow knuckle. The size is 60 gram.
And has that caught you quite a few fish in the past?
Yeah, it has, mate. We've
Oh,
been,
look at that twins. And what's your lure?
Yeah, it's a little 60 gram slow knuckle in that green gold colour.
Cool. Well done, guys.
Awesome.
Catch some more. That's giving you a workout, mate.
I don't think I've got him off the bottom yet.
What do you think of the rod and reel, Sam?
I like it. Top of the reel's starting to get a bit warm.
Well, that
Really nice action.
yeah, I like it too. Nice snapper. Woohoo! That's nice. Well done. That's a really nice fish, Sam.
Yeah.
Well done, mate.
Nice fat one.
Hardly any sign down there, and yet you're still getting fish of that calibre. Well done. And that gear really helped you as well, I think.
Good stuff. Well, it was a nice fight, nice clean bottom, good fish. Gotta love it.
Oh yeah. All right. They're good little lures, these. Very impressed. Enjoying using them. Woohoo! Go, Scotty.
Scotty's got a screamer.
Scotty's got a screamer. Thanks for that, John. Well, the birds aren't even feeding, nothing much is happening, but these little lures are still producing, so it just shows you how effective they are.
What? Jump probably.
You're gonna have a jump. How was that? Perfect. Was that the perfect finish, Scott?
It was ideal. Didn't have to touch it.
So you're able to conduct business and go and pull fish in at the same time.
You don't want to tell
You're a bit
Johnny,
of a machine, aren't you?
You don't want to tell Johnny that I do that all the time.
Yeah, he was just recently. Scott was on the phone while he was pulling the fish in and doing quite well with both. So what sort of fish you got here, Scott?
I sort of snap it.
Yeah, another nice little penny. Oh.
We don't want to answer that one.
Okay, so what'd you get that on, Scott?
A little 45 blue pink slow knuckle.
And where do you like to rig those two little hooks? Is it just one or two?
You can rig it. You can rig it either way. But if you are going to just use one hook, I'd probably rig it from the top.
Yep.
With a similar attachment, a little swivel up the top to a split ring. Then you can change your jigs out nice and easily, and there's less risk of getting that second hook somewhere where you don't want it.
Okay, what do you got here, Scott?
A slightly better one. Again, it was basically as soon as the lure got to the bottom and just one quick lift and the fish was on.
So what colour was this one?
Green gold.
Yeah. We've been having some real good luck with that red one, haven't we?
Yeah, the red glow and the green gold seems to have been.
Yep, the star performers.
Really good. Yeah.
Okay.
Slightly better fish.
Yeah, well done, mate. Well, I tell you what, we've been fishing for about 2.5 hours, and I reckon we'd have got 30 fish.
Oh, easy.
Yeah. So it's still been pretty good, really, even though it's slow. Still got heaps of them.
We haven't even fished a work up yet.
No,
so
that's true.
Shows that you don't need a work up to catch fish on these jigs.
Yeah, let's have a look at it. Cool. Very nice, mate. As you can see, slow knuckles are coming to their own just near the end of the day. That's a nice fish. Well done, Scott. And what colour's that one? Oh, you got it, and you got that on the. It's got the hooks
blue
attached.
pink, little 45 grammer.
Yep. And got hooks on the end there. Oh, that's nice, mate. Well done.
Awesome fish. Happy with that.
Johnny's got another smaller one over there. Well done.